Hello to all my scrapbooking friends out there. Welcome back to my channel, Scrapping the Stash with Gail, Chronicles of the Craft Room. So far, transitioning into September, we have been discussing all of the product that is available at discount prices out at Ollie's, as well as Michael's, and then I threw in a little bit of fabric from the fabric store. So today what I want to do is share with you the membership kit to scrappingbookcoach.com. Her name is Anna Lyons, and she is from Australia. It's $45 a month. And what you get is everything you see here. It's usually paper, some type of ribbon. I call it just a knickknack kind of bag. You get a stencil and then two to three, usually two, stamp sets. And then you also get a small die. But what's really neat about this membership is that you do get this design guide, which uh, gives you several sketches and layout ideas with measurements for the photo, with video tutorials on her website. She just has really interesting ideas for her layouts. I've learned a lot of mixed media from her, just a lot of artistry from her. And I'm just really enjoying my membership. It is the only one that I partake in. There are several out there. Two other things that I enjoy about her membership, however, is that she does a live on Facebook twice a week where she actually sits down and creates these layouts within throughout the month. And she does that for her members only. So it's kind of a small community, which is nice. This is where I have been learning most of the techniques that you'll see on my channel. So those are twice a week. Plus, she has a crop along session once a month where basically it's a Zoom meeting and everyone just kind of shares with what they're working on and also maybe bring something to the table that they're stuck on or need Anna's help specifically. And she also provides once a month something called the Scrapbooking Coach Cafe. And that is literally a gab session. You can be working on things obviously during the session, but it's more just for the lot of us to sit down and just gab about our lives and catch up and just, again, be a group and a community. So that's one thing that's really special about this membership are those opportunities to be part of a community. The last thing that I really enjoy about her membership is the fact that she gives you full access to the tons of these classes that you can access 24/7, and they're all virtual and you can watch them and use them as many times as you want. There are just things from measuring paper to matting photos to mixed media to double page spreads, single layouts. I mean, it's just unlimited the amount of tutorials that you have access to. And I just think that that's just extra special because um, her ideas they're not necessarily new, but they're eclectic and colorful. And that's what I like because it fits my scrapbooking style. So I would just really encourage you to go to scrapbookingcoach.com. You can sign up for the membership. It's $45 a month. It is worth its weight in gold for the $45. This is the August kit. It's called The Memory Artist. So we got a stamp set. It has this ampersand, these word sentiments, notes, dates, stories, and this chapter. There is a kind of a notepad. You could do minimal journaling. There are lines that you can use for the notepad. There's this little heart doodle and a couple of lines. This I think is really neat. It's a pen that's writing a doodle, so you can actually um, use this in a corner and then just continue to doodle. I just think this is a really great idea. Of course, a classic typewriter, a paintbrush, and then here's this kind of this little background stamp, neat stamp set. And then about every other month, we do get an alphabet. It's kind of weathered. You can see how um, there's some spaces where the ink's not going to ink, so it's kind of vintage, kind of grunge, or weathered and textured. So I'm really looking forward to using this stamp set to make some titles. You also get every month you get a die that makes die cuts. It's kind of hard to see backwards, but it says our stories, and they usually are about this size. You also get a stencil, and this month it has these arrows on it, which are also on the papers. Throughout the papers, you can see there's also words, keeper, memory, artist, our story, and this nice ink blot. And she will also show you how to use all of these supplies in her tutorials. You usually get a doodad package. This doodad package has these really unique paper clips, but she explained what they're used for. I'll use my Ollie's coupon, but you put your pictures in there and then they can sit on your desk. So you can bend them this way and kind of attach pictures together, or you can bend them or cut them with wire cutters and break them, and just use them as um, just paper clips on your as an accent for your photos. So just some fun things like that that we get that are interesting and different to play with. We also get usually about a yard of some sort of ribbon or cording or something like that. This is a wired ribbon that's got some pink and iridescent in it. Again, she shows you how to use that as texture and use it on your tags and such with the layouts that she shows. But it goes really great with the color scheme of this like paper pack. So you also always get a sheet of vellum, and then this is front and back of papers, so they are double-sided papers. But she has this kind of like a Dalmatian spotted. This is obviously hot pink, but it has words in there. This has smile capture today. All of those same sentiments that was on the this stamp, this mini stamp here. It's got all the same words in this little piece. So on the back side, these are just a lot of different words. You could cut those out. She showed us how to line your photos right down here. It's got a grid. You could turn it, either way because the words are multi-directional. So you can use this piece of paper any way you want. Then you've got this bright coral. It's got the stripes and then the outlines of birds. On the back side of that, you've got this panel that has all the colors. Plus, you've got all of these word sentiments, cameras, hearts. The third sheet has these kind of grunge white word. It almost looks like what you use like a shoe polish on the car, but it's a memory keeper. You cut it in half and use it on half of a layout. On a double page layout, you can use these words as your title. And then on the back page is this awesome gray wood grain with these graffiti like painted arrows. And she shows us how to use this as well. You can pull it or paper tear it on a diagonal, cut the arrows out. It just is just a really unique piece of paper. And then another piece of paper here, you've got these beautiful floral squares you can use to mat your photos or paper layer to make blocks on a layout or a grid style layout. And then on the back of that are again these black and white, they're books from a top view, and then these arrows. These arrows are the size and same as the stencil. So if you like this sort of piece of paper, this inspires me to use that stencil the same way this is on other pieces of paper. So one of the last two papers have these cut aparts. Again, this is like could be used as a journal box. You can use it to layer behind photos, but this says "Dear Me," date. This has got a Polaroid. This says when you were young, and it has again those birds and the stripes. This says once upon a time with the typewriters. She showed us how we could fussy cut these out and use all of these word sentiments within our um, layouts. Here's collecting memories, another journal box, and tickets. And then this tree, actually, when you flip over that paper, has the tree kind of in a shadow in this really pretty turquoise and green combination. It's just really striking. And especially if you tie in an accent color that's even brighter, like a hot pink or a bright yellow, this is just stunning. This was really, 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 really interesting piece of paper. And I've seen things like this before, but the way she showed us to use it is to actually cut slits into these angles parts and tuck your photos down into them. And the it just was so amazingly beautiful. She used black and white to mat her photos, and then those just popped off of this color sheet, which is just really, really interesting. And again, it's kind of hard to see, but there are words in every section, all the same words within across the actual kit. And then on the back of that are all these cameras. I love a great black and white camera paper. Then the last paper that she included is this black and white plaid doodle stripe, which I love a great doodle stripe plaid. I just think it adds a lot of whimsy to kids' pages. And sometimes when you've got a lot of color, black and or white will tone everything down for you. So she includes a lot of neutrals for that reason. And then this I thought was really, really neat. It's kind of like an ombre rainbow um, brick pattern, and then it's overlaid with like a cloud of white. But you can absolutely recreate this on your own. You would just need a brick stencil and some inks, and then paint over it with white acrylic paint, and you can make this paper over and over and over again. And those are the kind of things that she tells you, also teaches you also when she's working with her kit. So again, I'm just going to encourage you, hop on over to scrapbookingcoach.com, maybe try it for a month and come join us with her community. Next, I'm going to show you what I ordered from Echo Park in their summer warehouse clearance. Okay, so Echo Park, if you're not familiar with them, they are extremely reliable, well-liked company that gives us great staple products. Echo Park and Cartabella are kind of sister companies. However, Cartabella paper is just a little bit of a higher quality paper than Echo Park, although I love Echo Park paper. It's a very thick, heavyweight paper. You can hear it in the sound that it makes. Cartabella paper is actually printed cardstock that is textured. I can hold a piece of Cartabella paper in my hands and without looking know it's Cartabella. It's that heavy of a paper. Echo Park does a great job, especially if you sign up for their newsletters, of letting you know when things are on sale. And when their things are on sale, it's worth a look because they have so many products to choose from, so many collections. And I will say, though, just a word of warning, if you are a double page person, Echo Park's collections, you get one sheet. It's double sided, but you get one sheet of each paper. So if you want the collection, um, then you may want to consider buying two, or know that you're probably going to have to add to it if you want to make the collection work for you longer. So just keep that in mind. As long as you know that, I think that you'll be absolutely fine ordering from Echo Park. So I'm just going to show you what I got from their summer warehouse sale. So they have 6x6 paper pads, and their paper pads are usually 24 pieces, and they're double sided. I am a person of faith, But I did not buy this paper pad because it's Daniel and the Lion's Den. There's, Prince and the story. Fear not, Daniel, God is with you. Those are cut aparts. But on the back side of it are these wonderful, really simple backgrounds. So that's the one thing about Echo Park that I want to tell you. All the back sides of these papers in here are just really cute. Look at that red argyle. There's this branchy green. I mean, that would be wonderful. Those are just orange suns and this graph paper. I mean, there's angels, but on the backside of that is the graph paper. So don't put aside something because you don't think it'll pertain to what you scrapbook, because the B side of all their papers are what I would call simple background papers. And that's the main reason why I bought this paper pad. Plus, their paper pads during their sales are $3. So 24 pieces for $3. That's just as good as Ollie's right now. And then here's one that's David and Goliath, but this again, it's the same thing. I got it for the background papers. Look at that cute stripe and that orange. It's polka dot. It's got spots. There's a green diamond and a blue with white spots, pluses or X's. Look at that. Look at this stripe. That is really, really cute. So, I mean, again, same thing, same reason, same price, $3. I also got this a little builder pad. I'm going to start scrapbooking my grandson. So I needed some boy stuff, some little boy stuff. But I just thought these were so cute. Look at this little construction road with all the construction signs. And I like big trucks, and I cannot lie. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Now that song's going to be in my mind all night long. Okay. And look at this. Oh my gosh. Those are construction cones. I just thought it was so cute. I love it. And the tire, those are tire tracks to make that stripe. Just very inventive with their papers. I love this. Look at that. Black and yellow. The stars. I dig dirt. Anyway, just really, really cute. Vroom, vroom, ready, set, dig. Can't wait to scrap with my grandson's play pictures with this paper pad. Again, $3. And then this one is My Little Boy. And this one is same kind of idea. It just had a little bit stronger colors with red. This other one, I think, has a little bit more orange. You can kind of see that between them. So this is more orange and blue based. This is more light blue, red, and navy blue, but it's more the primary colors. But there's letters, play all day and sleep all night. Look at that plaid. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that plaid. So, so cute. And the little arrows on the orange, red and white stripe, the stars. Oh my gosh, look at this with the little robots and the dragon and the castle and pirate ship. I mean, just great for playtime. So each and I got four of those, and they were $3 each. So great, great buy. I'm trying to build up some of my stamp sets. I have a lot of background stamps, so I'm looking to kind of extend my stamp collection a little bit. Of course, you know how I struggle with alphas, but I will continue to buy alpha stamps because you'll never run out of letters with this. So this is called the Mckell uppercase alphabet, and that looks like a name, Mckell. Mckell uppercase alphabet. I just thought it was really whimsical and I would use it quite a bit. Again, there's stamp sets like this. This is a 4x6, and those are $5. This one, I mean, who can't use botanical stamps? So bought these to do some more stamping and layering for my flower embellishments. Again, $5. And then these three are pretty much dealing with outdoors and camping and travel. Loved these boot um, mud prints. Loved this camp with the tent. Let's Get Lost, The Compass. My husband's always grilling, so loved that set. Here is Happy Campers. We started camping a few years ago, and so I've got a lot of camping pictures to scrapbook. We go hiking. This says, Give me some more. My kind of a vacation. Of course, an evergreen tree. Campfire crew. This was a great stamp set for my camping. And then just general travel. This is a cityscape, another camera. Let's go travel. Grab your passport and let's go. Say yes to new adventures, explore. I just thought these were great for making word sentiments for my scrapbook pages. And I love a geotag. Look at that little geotag. It's so cute. Again, $5 a piece. With every order, you do get the current catalog. I will say that this is a very small piece of their inventory. It's kind of what's new, and so don't let this make you think that there's not a lot to offer. And what's nice too is there's always artwork and layout ideas in here, things that you can make with their papers. So you can always you'll always get a catalog. And then I always look at their papers that are on clearance, and they actually had quite a bit of Christmas papers, which I thought, I just need some good Christmas new papers for this year. So this one is called Christmas Joy. So it's got just the white Christmas flowers with a green background with some evergreen in it, and then the holly berries. And on the back is a really nice red check. I really like that red on red. This one is called I'd Rather Be Crafting, and it's got rulers, scissors, paintbrushes, a calligraphy pen or ink well pen, and then a pencil. But I just like the colors, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to use the strips of those. And on the back of that is this really nice raspberry red colored graph paper. So I thought that was a really nice paper. This I think would be obvious. This is also from I'd Rather Be Crafting. Just using these as border strips or even a panel down the side. I loved these cameras. And this is A House Isn't a Home Until Your table is covered with craft supplies. I love that. And on the back is this really kind of funky circled or spotted orange. Again, see how the back sides of their paper, the B side of their papers is just general and very useful for any layout. I love this plaid. Now this is the Cartabella. I don't know if you can see. Yep, see, I can just hear and feel this is Cartabella paper, but it is textured, this really pretty evergreen and red plaid. It's called Peaceful Christmas Flora. And look at on the back of this. I love pink in for Christmas. It's got pink and red and greens and pale pink and white. And look at this together. This is going to be a scrumdiddlyumptious double page layout. Look at that. I just love that together. So that's why I bought two of this piece of paper, so that I could mix and match with this set for a Christmas layout. And then this one here, I think I only got one of this because I think I was going to make, okay, so this is going to be my Christmas kit this year. You know how I like to make page kits. I'm also going to use this paper as a starter or inspiration piece for my Christmas kit this year. It's got, again, the light pink, the dark red, and it's got just a little bit of burnt orange in there, but it's backed with turquoise, and I just love this color combination. You could put so much with this: wood grains, evergreen trees, watercolor. I mean, it's just going to be great, and I can't wait to share that with you. Now, on the back side is red on red, like a darker red on red, but it's holly berries or mistletoe. I think it actually, now I'm looking at it, it's mistletoe. But again, yeah, you don't have to use one or the other sides, but you could always cut just a strip of this and use it. But I use this to build my Christmas kit off of. And then this is just, this is also Merry Christmas Flora, the Cartabella again, but also just really drawn to the traditional poinsettia, red, green, and white. And then on the back of this paper is this really sweet black and white plaid. And I just see that as a layout together there as well. So that probably will end up being part of my Christmas kit here. Um, and there were some things that I did not get because they ran out, but so I got this, and I couldn't figure out why I got money back from Echo Park. So my refund actually arrived before my box of goodies. So I just find that kind of amazing. Now this is going to be kind of weird, but I need to probably not show you my address. But Echo Park orders come in this box, and I keep them because sometimes when I'm working on layouts or I have a project, look how nice 12 by 12 paper fits in there. You know, you can put a paper pad in there, a stamp, your embellishments or whatever, if you want to keep a project you're working on all together. So anytime that I get an Echo Park order, I always keep the box. It's very sturdy, and it has these little tabs that you can push in to seal it up, and then you can just stack them up. And we'll show you my address. But anyway, I just think that they're really nice boxes, and I reuse them. So again, thanks for hanging out with me. I promise I will get back to scrapbooking soon. I am going to be working on organizing my embellishments. And then we're going to get into some level 1, moving into level 2, moving into level 3 scrapbooking. So I want to help you newbies out by showing you some things that you can do to grow up in your scrapbooking journey. And then if you've been stuck on level 2 and you might want to try some mixed media or some extra different and unique techniques to kind of take your scrapbooking game, level it up, I can help you do that as well. So look for that in the very near future. So organizing embellishments as well as leveling up our scrapbooking games. So again, thanks for joining me on this Friday evening, and I hope your weekend is wonderful. And don't forget to boop the like button. It's right down here. And also, just go ahead and subscribe while you're at it. All it's going to do is notify you when I have new content. That's all. And I post on Mondays and Fridays. So your YouTube icon on your phone will just have a little red dot on it when I post on Mondays and Fridays. So you have no skin in the game outside of to know when I've posted my videos. So with that in mind, we will see you on the next video. Bye-bye for now.